Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. I'm here to share with you day 6 of 30 Days of Sketches series 14. So we're going to be doing the community gallery with all of your gorgeous layouts on this beautiful sketch. It is another 2-page sketch. I know I put a lot at the beginning of it, kind of front loaded the 2-pagers. I love this. This one was created by Brandy and I love it. This was her first submission, I think, for a sketch within the 30 days exclusive. So I was really excited to share. I love in this all the different components of this sketch. The first thing I see right away is the blue circles that create the visual triangle. I noticed that right away. Also, the fun border, that double kind of off-kiltered border that I saw, and I think is what a lot of people took on within this. So you're going to see that kind of wonky double border going on in almost every layout I'm going to share with you here. And then the nice little idea of that's in pink, that bold option to give you a fun splatter of a bright pattern paper or a bold pattern paper or something, gives you the option there. And then of course the option of all of those photos. So it's a fabulous sketch and I love the takes that were on here. So we'll go through them. Again, please remember 2-page layouts take me a little bit longer to get through because I can only share 2 at a time. So we're going to start with Mallory again She Always Does Too. So here are her 2 takes. They're both of Easter. One's for her daughters, one's for her son's album. Love it. She did a hand-drawn, took out the visual triangle in the circle part, but like I was saying, that bold pattern paper or that fun pop of pattern paper to highlight what she's talking about. Ginger and Holly are up next there. I love this. Holly's is really cute with the, it looks like some sort of a school event, which is pretty cool. And then we've got Ginger that is, I think, still on the birthday of her daughter. Jenny has a graduation theme going on. And again, highlighting that bold pattern paper there. She didn't do anything with the borders, but the bold paper is there. Lori as well kind of took out the idea of the visual triangle of the circles and everything, and it's just focusing in on the pattern paper, but the photos are all laid out in the same way. So really love that. We've got Kim who kept the circles and her border is there, but it's very subtle if you look. She's done kind of I think it's like a silver washi tape on it. Diane, I love her border. So she's highlighted the border with the fun pattern paper, but isn't that the cutest? It might be a piece of pattern paper on its own that has that border to it, but I just love that Christmas theme going on there. We have Eve with another Christmas layout and some beautiful mixed media. Really well done. Again, I see that bold pattern paper. Brandy, just follow the sketch so close. So I see all of it. I see the visual triangle of the circles, the border, and that middle pattern paper there. We have April Lynn who did a 2-page 8.5 by 11 style. Really fun. Louise, I like how she's stacked. She's kind of flipped it, right? So she took the left hand and put it on the right and vice versa. Made it work with the photos and the directions they were facing. Really thought that was neat. We have JoJo, kept it. I see the influence going on there. You absolutely see it. She ended up using pattern papers instead of a border to kind of give that effect. Christine did a 1-pager. Love that. And then Carolyn also did a 1-pager. But you see how different these two are? Still following the same sketch and how you can take it on and do just different things with it. I love the 2 different takes and the contrast you can compare between the 2. We have Deanna's got a vacation theme going on there and followed the sketch really closely, but then use those photo strips in place of the border. Shayla, I love it. You can actually see she did like a hand-drawn border there, and the rest of it's following the sketch very closely. Ellen, again, so hers is a 9 by 12, and just kind of really dig in how she took certain elements from it and made it her own. It's just a gorgeous layout. Kristen, there we go, again following We followed this one pretty closely. Cindy, though, look at the extra photo she's got going on. She kind of just took on the idea of that busy pattern paper in the middle. Really love that birthday theme. We've got Melody. This is super cute. Again, in place of the border, she used pattern papers, but then kept the visual triangle with the circles and that big bold pattern paper in the middle. Gemma followed it so closely. This is just beautiful. Angie here, Christmas themed again. It's just this sketch was so easy to use, and everyone, I think, because it was so easy, we're like, yep, I just put my elements here and there you go. And that's the example I've got for Kathy and how she followed it really closely. But look at all those, it's a bridal shower, but she's highlighting some of the baked goods, and oh, I want to try those cupcakes. They're so cute. Janet flipped it a little bit, made it work for her. I love her variety of photos on the one side and her title. I absolutely see the influence of it, so really pretty. Fatima here, again, just kind of taking up parts of it and making it work for her in her 2-pager. Helen, following it pretty closely there. Sarah, I like that she's used ribbon and buttons, and I think that's really cute. I really like the way she went ahead and did that. It is a 1-page, so she made it work. I think she used the right-hand side, but I absolutely see the influence going on from the sketch there. Scrappy Jenny K also did a 1-pager, as well as Darla. So you're seeing all the different takes you can do with 1-pagers. I love how bold that Jenny's has gone. It's just so much fun. It's art, so you need that bold. It works off the photos really well. We've got Beth, loving that, taking on that middle pattern paper there and kind of left out the rest, but the photos are in the same place that they are in the sketch. We've got another Christmas themed layout going on about making gingerbread house from Colleen. I love that she has included some of the visual triangle with the circles, but she's done it as border, like anchoring points to her border there. So one at the bottom right and one at the top left. Terry has a birthday theme. This is so much fun. She's used the placement of the photos in the sketch exactly, and then has used a pattern paper to take on the rest of it, and it doesn't need much more. It's beautiful. Nadine following the sketch pretty closely there. Same as Marilyn and Francis. They both followed the sketch really closely, including the orientation of the photos, and just give you off a few different vibes, right? They're both bright and bold and got some beautiful little girls in there, but look at the difference that you can play off of depending on what pattern papers you're choosing. Monica has a fall themed going out. Maybe Sandy, maybe it's not fall. Sorry, I saw orange and I think fall. I think they're visiting something Utah-ish is probably what it looks like to me, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I love that theme. And look at her line. Like, if I don't know how well you can see this, but she's got pattern paper making up the lines. It's really cool. I like the way she worked that in. Tina, I love this. She's documenting a tiger, and look at all the tiger themes she's got going on with that. It's so cute. Cheryl following it very closely. We've got Anne, did the left-hand side there. That's really neat. I like that one as well. We've got Lori and Leah. So again, both of them following the sketch pretty closely, but look at the different vibes you've got going on, different themes. I'm loving these really wonky borders that are on a few of them. I think that's really neat. Jessica, again, the sketch, like I said, the sketch was just so usable in the way that it was, and we all kind of took that on. Jackie has a traveling one here, and I love this. It is bold and busy, but in the right way. She's used this very busy background paper for that little center block there. Kept the visual triangle with the circles, and then I think took out the border of, like, she didn't do a border around it, but it's not needed because of all the other elements she's got going on. Denise and Sandy, different themes. One's vacation, one is sports, but again, following the theme very closely. I love in Denise's how she has like almost that floral pattern paper takes up a good chunk, and it definitely drives home that vacation theme going on. We have WM with a winter theme going on there. Helen, I love this. This looks to be Disney. And then compare it next to Delise and hers. I like how she has that kind of cool border on the one side, but took it away from the other side. Like, I love this. It's a great combination of using the sketch for maybe the way you want, the products that you have. I love this. I see the sketch. I absolutely see all the influences going on there, but she's completely made it her own. Gloria here, I loving how she actually has the pattern paper as the full background and then used a solid piece of cardstock for that highlight paper. Sherry really went with those wonky borders. Loving that. All the different towels. I'm assuming from the cruise. Got Sandy here, and I like how she's done a little bit different with her placement. And then look at how she has gone ahead and used pattern papers to mimic the borders, but it's different than the sketch, but you see the influence. Really loving that. Wendy following it pretty closely there. And Sarah as well. I like how she has two separate border frames going around each side. Joanna following it very closely. Nifa, same thing. We've got Susan with that blue really pops, especially with her photos. That's really neat. Loving that. And the doilies for the circles. We've got Pamela and Kathy. Again, I love how, so Pamela's is very much like the sketch. I see all the influences, it's all there. And then with Kathy, I'm loving how she's got triangles going on instead of circles. That's a great thing if you are not a circle person. And then the same thing with her border. It's really neat. I'm not sure if that's part of the pattern paper or if she hand drew that, but I'm loving all the different lines she's got going on. Julie, who used a really neat, it's a camping theme, so she's used this, I'm not sure if it is a cut file or if it's just the pattern paper itself, but I'm loving how it's got that fun border with the stick log lines going on. We've got Susan here following it really closely and then just has fun little birthday theme stuff scattered throughout. Christine did one side of it. It looks like the left-hand side there. Gail, again, I love that bold pop of that solid pattern. It's not, but the bold pop of pattern paper behind the photos. It's really what caught my eye with this sketch as well. Susan following it really closely. Debbie took out the border and kept in. I love all these photos are so cute. I'm loving that and how she used the upper left hand for her journaling there. Sue looks like it's a 2-page, but she's 8.5 by 11. So that's a great way of seeing what it would look like if you were interested in doing it that way. Lisa did the right hand side there. Sue, a great interpretation of following it. Loving that. That's gorgeous. We've got Joyce, took on that lovely big strip of pattern paper, and then those borders are there. And finally, we're wrapping it up with Diane, who is doing a wedding theme and just following it very, very closely. All right, guys, there you have it. That's all the layouts I have to share with you today. I loved the sketch. I hope you had fun with it. If you haven't given it a shot yet, I hope that scrolling through these has given you some inspiration on how you can take it on. I'm personally not sure how I want to take it on yet, so I will not have a video up tomorrow with my take on this particular sketch because I just haven't quite figured out what I want to do. I'm thinking I'm going to work with the wonky borders in it and do a 1-page, but I just haven't made my final decision. So no layout for me tomorrow. With that, I might try and sneak in the next day's community layout shares, so we will see what I can get accomplished. All right, have a great day and make sure you check out the Facebook group if you want a closer look at any of these. And please remember the galleries, the series, every series is broken down into an album and the albums never go away. So if you ever create something with one of the sketches, we'd love to see them in the comments. Always feel like you can keep adding. They're never going away. So the more inspiration you can give people, the more opportunity hopefully for someone else to be inspired by your layout and create something as well. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye everyone.